Alright, what's going on, guys? Coming here with my first ever magic trick and tutorial. So let's get right into it. First of all, this is a totally impromptu trick. If you were here, I would let you shuffle the deck completely. But I'll show you that I have no idea where any of these cards are, due to the fact that I am shuffling it like this. Alright, so now I have no idea where any cards are. So if you were here, I would just have you go through the deck and pick any card you want. Say you want this card. Now, I really don't want to see this card at all, so I'm just going to show the camera, and hopefully you saw that. I'm going to give the deck one cut, and you can put your card right on top and give it a cut and lose it right in the middle of the deck. I'll give it a few more just to ensure that your card is really lost somewhere in the middle of the deck. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay the cards out just like this. And if you were here, I would use your hand and feel your own pulse, but I'm going to feel my pulse. And I'll move my hand across just like this, and when I feel like I'm coming to your card, your pulse should change, and I should be able to figure out which card is yours. So I didn't feel anything, so I had you come back. And pulse kind of changed right here on this two of diamonds. I believe that's your card. So if you guys like the trick, make sure you stick around for the tutorial. Alright, so let's get into how I did it. So like I said in the beginning of the trick, this is a totally impromptu trick, so you can have your spectators shuffle the deck how much and however they want. And you're going to tell them to take any random card from the middle of the deck. So they want this card. For video purposes, we'll show the card being the three of diamonds. Now, while the spectator is looking at their card, you're going to take the rest of the deck in your right hand if you're righty, left hand if you're lefty. But I'm righty, so I'll take it in my right hand. You're going to hold it kind of like a middle grip, but you're going to hold it in the grip where you're ready to do a swing cut. So, a swing cut is you take your index and middle finger, place it on the top of the card, and your thumb on the bottom. You're going to take about half of the cards with your index finger and lift it up and just swing it over by just rotating your finger outwards towards your left hand. And you would take that and do it like that. But in this trick, you cut half of it, so you swing it just like that. You take your index finger and you swivel it, taking a peek at that bottom card. But you do this quickly so the spectator can't see. So I'll show you again. So you take your fingers like this, you get ready to do a swing cut, and then you're going to do a swivel cut by taking your index finger on the bottom left of this, turning it up on top of your index finger, taking a peek at it, being the jack of clubs, placing your left hand and just placing the rest on top. And you can just set it down and say, alright, you tell your spectator you can just put it right on top of the deck and give it one cut to lose it somewhere in the middle. And then performance, I gave it a few more cuts to make it seem like I knew that, to make sure that it was really lost in the middle of the deck. But essentially, it's always going to be in the middle of the deck if you cut it about half every time. So now you're going to flip over the deck and just spread it out like that. And you're looking for this jack of clubs, which is actually right here. And you see that their card is after it. So you know that their card is a three of diamonds at this point. And then the rest of the point is just showmanship. So you're going to say, I'm going to feel your pulse, acting like you're reading their mind and feeling their pulse and actually knowing where their card is just by their pulse. You say, I didn't see it. I didn't feel anything coming that way. So tell them to come back. Tell them to go nice and slow. And then you say, you look for your jack of clubs and they come to that card. You say, oh, your pulse kind of changed right on the three of diamonds. And that's the trick, essentially. And if you guys liked it, make sure you subscribe. And I'll be coming new with some new videos later. Thanks.